Derrick recently named a captain on a new team. How much did that mean to you that your teammates bestowed you with that honor?
It was a great honor and really a privilege. It's something, being in college football, just playing sports, something like that coming from your teammates, coming from something that's, voted upon is, just something I don't take for granted. It's something I feel you have to earn. So, I'm in one sense proud of myself, but at the same time appreciative of my teammates for just trusting me, teammates and staff for trusting me since I've been here, trusting me and pushing me to lead. Especially the staff since I've gone here, the message have been, I'm coming in not only to make plays but also to lead. So any chance I can, I want to do that, and I'll continue to do that.
Coach brought up your dad's military background. How does that help you lead and do what you've been able to do so far?
Oh yeah, with my dad being military, and also other family members and how I was raised around, a military, population, it just kind of installed the discipline and, my character, how I go about treating people, things like that. I remember watching my dad early in the morning, being very detailed, cleaning his shoes, putting on a uniform. So just the work ethic, the consistency, things like that, and also again just treating people with respect. It goes a long way.
Around what age or what grade did you kind of realize you had those leadership capabilities, and when were you maybe first named a captain in your life?
As far as being a captain, this is the first time I've actually been voted captain. I've been in many leadership roles in high school. We didn't really vote captains. Every game was kind of different. We had different people go and do the coin toss. And I've never have been in college. So this is the first time I've actually been officially voted captain. But as far as going back to growing up of being these characteristics that we were talking about, I'd say probably like middle school is when I just started to see how it was different. See how the way my dad raised me and the way how overall I was raised, how it kind of showed just simple things, saying yes ma'am, yes sir, looking someone in the eye when you talk, just how I went about things. It was kind of different at first, but it's carried me, and I've always gotten compliments from older people, and just something I just stuck with.
Sauce Gardner is one of many great corners, safeties, defensive backs in the NFL. Throughout history in the NFL, are there any defensive backs you watched kind of model your game after?
Yeah, I remember Sauce and Kobe and those guys, even when they were in college. Just seeing those guys, the production they had, that team in general. Sauce had an amazing year, obviously not giving up many catches and his percentage and things like that, and to carry it on in the NFL. I still watch his game. I don't watch as much because we have different body types, but I do watch a lot of Kobe Bryant. I love his game, but just in general, speaking NFL, I watch a lot of Kenny Moore, Buda Baker, just different players in different positions. I grew up a Patrick Peterson fan, so different players, not only just safety, but corners, just all in general. It's really like a mindset thing, and recently I think the most that I've been watching is Tyrann Mathieu.
A lot of new guys in the secondary, you included. I keep hearing the term collective, cohesive, all that stuff. It looked like you bonded pretty well at higher ground, particularly when you threw Coach Combs into the tub there. But does this all translate to the field? This team you're playing is going to throw the ball for you?
Yeah, I think it does. Not only just for a secondary, but as a team. I can't speak enough of how good higher grounds is for our secondary. But again, like I said, our team. With having a lot of transfers, you have young players as going to play. It's things like that are important. It does translate to the field. It builds the chemistry, builds the camaraderie. It builds the overall trust in each other. I feel, especially in the secondary, we have a lot of depth. We have a ton of players that can play any snap and go in and play different positions, things like that. So when you're going into a game, that's important, because not only for that particular game, but down the season, you're gonna need everybody. And with this league being such a passing league and a physical league, you have great running backs, great receivers, great offenses. You need everyone, and you need depth. And I feel like that's something we have.
You were not here last year. I'm curious though, as a team, how much you guys talk about last season, improving on it, being better this year, exceeding expectations. If you listen to people outside of the program, the expectations aren't high for this team. How much do you guys look forward to exceeding those expectations?
I think as far as last year, majority of it got talked about for me when I first got here. When I was in the recruiting process, I asked those questions. You know, how you go about last season? Like, what was the mindset? What was going to be the difference? And you know, from Coach Saddle on down, everything was using as fuel. You know, they didn't back away from it. They embraced it. They accepted the challenge, and they told me that they were using that again as fuel to create an off season that was going to be hard, so that when we get to the season, everything becomes easier. And I agree, it's one of the hardest off seasons I've been a part of. I feel as if not only the coach staff but the players, everyone's bought in and took that season and took what the pain that came from it and built upon it. And I feel like we'll be a better team because of it. And going on into the expectation, I think Coach Sat does a great job. You know, he tells us not to listen to outside noise. Regardless, people have good things or bad things to say. And yeah, you can get caught up, you can look at it, as fuel. But for me personally, I just don't look at it. I just worry about, you know, the next play, the next team, and the next assignment.
Thank you.
Thanks, brother.
Thanks, Derrick.
Appreciate it.